What up, party people? Welcome back to another episode of Hood Talk by way of Superfly Entertainment. Let's get it. Today's topic will be, I'm going to give y'all the real insight on New Orleans, Louisiana jailhouse system. In the 90s, 80s, how it was going on. Because there's a misconception and a false narrative out there from this guy's channel up in New York, right? And the guy got a nice little YouTube channel where it's do that. He don't interview his interviewees facial wise. He interviewed them via telephone. So all you hear is the verses. Now with that being said, I happened to stumble across it, and one of his interviewees was speaking about the time he got caught slipping in New Orleans. The guy is from New York, but for one reason or another, he was in New Orleans and he got caught slipping and he wound up coming to jail. So his jail, he wound up coming to jail around the time when, little unknowns to him, little that he knew, is that the jail around that time was in the midst of being demolished and alleviated. But by him being from up north, he didn't know that. So again, little that he knew, around that time, ninjas was making moves. And there was moves that never was being made before. The deputies, you know what I'm saying? The deputies, they didn't really care. They wanted their check. And if you really want to know the truth, those moves that ninjas was making, those moves been going on. It's just this group of guys around this specific time took it a step further. They really did. Because what they did in my time of being in New Orleans and going to jail, I've never heard someone nevertheless seen anyone or any group of guys with a real live gun in jail. You know, I never seen that. And I'll be honest, nah, don't get me wrong, jail, I'll be the first one to say F jail. I'm not gonna put my business out there, but I got conviction. I'm not gonna say, you know what I'm saying, what it is, but I got convicted. So you already know how I feel about the law. You know what I'm saying? I come from the era where, you know, it was hard. Brothers were struggling. So we all went after for what we saw. And in doing that, there was chances that came with that. You know? And a lot of us went to jail, and of course I was one of them. So you already know how I feel about Johnny Law. But as a New Orleanian, and the person who I am today, I'm just being honest, man. It don't go down like that. Cause dude, not to make a long story short, dude put it to the interviewer like, man, I don't know if some of y'all probably saw the interview. Like I said, the guy in I forgot the name of his channel. Yeah, I watched his channel before. His YouTube channel. Well, he interviewing the interviewer interviewing his interviewee who happened to be in jail in New Orleans. And what he's saying is, yeah, man, I've been in jail in New Orleans, woo, woo, woo. And man, I promise you, these niggas excuse me. These ninjas had guns. Oh, such and such. It goes down in New Orleans jails. Man, that's the worst jail I ever been in. Cap. How them young boys said? Cap. Man, now don't get me wrong. Everything he said, what he saw, because you all can pull a video up. Everything he said, what he saw, that's a fact. All that was in there. Hammer, Herion, crack, Percocets, needles. I think that was it. Yeah, that was it. A gun, Herion, crack, needles, and Percocets. That was it. So, yeah, he did saw that in there. But I can guarantee you. Now, I'm not vouching for the 60s and the 70s. You know what I'm saying? I wasn't around. I was born in mid 70s. So I don't know how it was in those dudes' age, in those dudes' era. And also, I haven't heard it from nobody in that era. But I know about the 80s and the 90s. I still didn't heard it. And when the 90s came around, when I did my little 1-2, I still haven't heard or saw it. Now, have you had deputies who call themselves want to bend the rules a little bit and they may go make a move for a ninja and bring back some whatever you want. But they ain't bringing back no hammer. Now it been said to bring back smoke and you know, heroin and weed and any type of drug you want that you can afford. But them dudes wasn't bringing back no hammer. Probably, to be honest, it was hard to get a shank in around that time. Nobody, them sheriff deputies wasn't taking chances like that. You know? So what the dude saw, yeah, he did saw that. But that was one of, I promise you, 100 times that ever happened. It's just that the way he was emphasizing on New Orleans jail, like New Orleans New Orleans jail is the worst jail in America. And I promise you it's not like that. Now, do ninjas get busy back there in the 90s? Yeah, they was getting busy back there. They really was. With jugging and fighting and getting in these CO's head. You know what I'm saying? Whether it's a male or a female, getting them to make moves. Yeah, all that good stuff was going on. But for him to compare Rikers Island in New York, which I never been, but I heard some stories about Rikers Island. I'll be honest. I think Rikers Island was worse than the jails in the 90s in New Orleans, if you really want to know the truth. Probably the old parish probably in the late 80s was probably on the level of Rikers Island, but no other jail in there. Now H.O.D. probably in the 60s, because the way that jail was built, you better be a full-fledged grown man. If you go to H.O.D. in the 60s, maybe the 70s, and you 17, 18, and they put you in there with the big boys, only thing I'm gonna tell you, you better be willing to fight. Cause if something happened and you talking about, oh deputy, well, in cell 1, they can hear you. But if you're in cell 3, it's over for you. They're not hearing you at all. In the old parish, all the jails was in the old parish. But they call it the old parish because this was one of the first, if not the first. This is the jail actually that's linked to the courthouse. Any other jail that was downtown New Orleans, at that time, if you go there, you're not in the same building with the courthouse. This jail is in the same building with the courthouse. So you know this was a crazy jail. The courthouse is actually in this jail. So, in there, you can holler cap, 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 jab, 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 whap. They definitely not hearing you. What? In the old parish? That's where all the capital offenses go? You been there? You know that when you go in there, they're going to shut that gate. Not that gate, I mean that steel door. And you're going to go down that little narrow ass walk. It depends on which side you're going to be on. They're going to shut another door. They're going to that you got a little thing you can look in. And they got some small ass little 4-man cells. What? Cap, jab, map, boy, you in trouble. You better man up. Get you a dagger, a knife. It was crucial. So that's probably the only jail that can hang with probably Rikers Island. And it's not so much of, comparing jail, bro, because all that's trash, all that's really for you know what I'm saying? We ain't on that type of time. Especially as an adult. I'm just putting some clarity on what dude was saying. That's all. I'm just putting some clarity on it. And Rikers Island, I done heard from a lot of guys. I literally did hear from a lot of guys. Not guys that I know from New York. I heard from guys who from New York that I don't know on, social media, like everybody else. And I ain't gonna lie, the way these guys speak on Rikers Island, woo! Boy. I don't want to go. Man, don't send me no Rikers Island, man. Man, don't send me no Rikers Island, man. I don't want to go to Rikers Island, man. No, indeed, Lord. But, in all due fairness, brother, it is what it is. But, yeah, I just want to put some clarity on that. Because hopefully, if y'all know what channel I'm talking about, tag that channel. Tag that channel, let them know Superfly Entertainment is giving the real propaganda on New Orleans jails. And yeah. So if y'all know what I'm talking about, he got a nice little following. He really do. So tag him and let him know Superfly Entertainment putting some clarity on that, and also he gained a real on New Orleans jails. But yeah, in those dudes who did that, the deputy, the deputy who allowed them to do that, you know how much they paid that man? A pretty penny. Trust me, they paid him a pretty penny. And still wind up getting caught later on down the line. Because somebody ratted. And then if you see the dude, he all on Bourbon Street, filming himself in front of the police. Talking about, I'm supposed to be in jail. I'm supposed to be in jail. And he dead now. The one who initiated everything, he dead. He died in jail. How ironic is that? The person who spearheaded that whole little movement, he died in jail just recently about about a year ago. Let me see. Yeah, about a year ago. No. Yeah, about a year ago. He caught a heart attack and died in jail. Man, I'm laughing, bro, but man, it's crazy, dog. I'm laughing, but I'm serious, yeah. How this dude catch a heart attack in jail? This a dude who never smoked. He never smoked, never drank. Like, dude, how you catch a heart attack in jail? That's crazy. But yeah, moving on, man. That's how it was going down in them jails? No. Now, it was, like I said, it was treacherous back there. But it wasn't going down like that back there. It really wasn't. So with that being said, with that being said, I don't know. You think them guys in New York? You think they had guns in it? You think they had guns in them cells? Well, I don't know if they cells or what. I don't know. But no. I doubt they had guns back there. You gotta think. A CO gonna have to be willing to lose his job in order to bring you a gun. And like I said, this jail was being tore down around that time. So nobody probably didn't even know he was gone. It really didn't. They didn't even know he was gone. But boy, when they got him, they needed backup from everywhere. What? This boy got a gun on him? What? But later on, guess what? They also wind up closing that jail down. Because like I say, they was in the midst of closing that jail down. No, I'm lying. I'm sorry. Hold up. They was in the midst of closing the old parish jail down, which is the jail where they put everybody who come to jail on a murder charge. Some of that nature there. That's where they putting you at. Yeah, that's where they putting you at. Yep. So get your info right, bro. Get your info right. Y'all know what it is. So with that being said, until next time, I need everybody to hit that like button, that blue button. Make sure you share this video. And most importantly, subscribe to the channel. Anybody you know that's not subscribed to the channel, tell them Superfly Entertainment got the best channel there is. Over here, we talk about hood, we talk about non-hood stuff, all type of topics. But make sure you hit that alert button so you can be alerted, notification bell, so you can be alerted so when I drop more videos. Superfly Entertainment, I'm out.